Our meteorologist Colton Woods is here, and Colton, there is a silver lining in these dog days of winter.
Yeah, that's for sure, Blake. Today's sunshine that we saw today definitely reminded me of some of those longer days that we see, especially as we get closer towards summer. But thankfully here in January, we are still continuing to see, because the winter solstice has passed, increase of daylight every single day. For the entire month of January here in Grand Rapids, we'll see about 51 additional daylight hours added to our time here in January. And because of that, our sunset also gets pushed back more because we're seeing more daylight. For today, our sunset was 5:23, but if you look 3 weeks from now, it is almost 6 p.m. So we are continually seeing the longer days as we approach the summer solstice, which is obviously in the end of June. So we still have a long ways to go, but we are continually seeing those longer days, including later sunsets, thankfully. Speaking of longer days here in Grand Rapids, like I said, the winter solstice was on December 21st when we saw about 9 hours of daylight in Grand Rapids, but you can see once we get to February 2nd, we already have 10 hours of daylight, so it's kind of a slow climb, at least in the winter months, and then we really pick things up once we get into the springtime with about 2 to 3 minutes per day of gaining daylight by the time we get to March and April. And then we have a while still until June once we see the longest day of the year, which is June 21st, the summer solstice, when here in Grand Rapids we see almost 15 and a half hours of daylight. So a lot of daylight likely to end going into the summer months, but in the meantime we'll be seeing about a minute of daylight every single day here in West Michigan through about the next couple of weeks, and then we'll see about 2 minutes of daylight to end January. But for now, live in the Weather Center, meteorologist Colton Woods, 13 on your side.
That much sunshine sounds so nice right now. We'll keep dreaming.
Yes.